Welcome to Rick and Dave's Comic Book Hour. I'm Dave.
And I'm Rick. And today we are going to be discussing Goblin Nation. It started with issue 27. We're now at issue 29, so we will be discussing 27 real quickly here. This is 31 days after the Goblin War. And now Norman has taken control of all the goblins. And now it's turned all his attention to Spider-Man. So he's very, very mad that Octavius has beaten Peter Parker or Spider-Man when the Green Goblin thought it should have been him.
Yeah, this is the big meeting issue between Superior Spider-Man and the Green Goblin. And throughout the issue, we get little flashbacks of Otto and Octavius and Peter Parker's poking around in his memories and trying to figure out what's going on. And meantime, Otto's trying to figure out why spider bots don't work. And we have some meetings with the mayor going on about his spider slayers, reactivating them. But then we have Spider-Man meeting up with the Green Goblin and his henchmen. So
For a little powwow.
So yeah, they have a little powwow here. We have all kinds of interesting B-list villains hanging around in the background, but basically we have a little sit down between the two, and Norman just kind of, we assume it's Norman anyway at this point, Green Goblin offering Spider-Man a partnership, which
That's right.
with Otto's arrogance, of course, says no, and so Green Goblin just basically says, okay, I'm going to kill you, which doesn't work out because Spider-Man's using his spider technology hologram thing and fools the Green Goblin into that, so he doesn't get killed. But the last pages, Spider Island is under attack.
I mean, they sit down. I still don't know why the Goblin would think Octavius would join him in his little gang.
Can't beat him, join him kind of thing. Do that first, save a lot of, wars are expensive, so you're going to go to war with Spider-Man slash Otto, Octavius, then...
Also, if you haven't been reading it, Parker has only 31 memories left.
Well, yeah, it was ones that Peter forced onto Octavius when he was dying.
Yeah.
Or when he's trying to purge him out of his mind. And that way keeps some sense of responsibility and goodness within Otto Octavius, which is sort of kind of worked, but as we have been reading, is going south real fast. And anyway, Spider Island, going into issue 28, gets all blown up. The Goblin's trying to find Spider-Man, but he escapes. And then...
You leave his buddies behind.
Yeah. And then we have the Goblins... Oh, they're calling them Goblin Slayers instead of Spider Slayers, but basically same robotic things. But of course, that doesn't always work out. And Mary Jane... Oh yeah, we forgot. We can't forget this part.
No.
Mary Jane has taken upon herself to help rescue or keep everybody safe that has any association with Peter Parker / Spider-Man. And so they're all getting out of town. And we have some of these little crazy goblins flying in, trying to kidnap them. And Mary Jane whips out a pair of web shooters and sticks them to the wall. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So she's got a little spider action going on there. And then we move on to the Wraith is part of this. Who's Captain Wannabe. She's trying to help out. We got goblins just running amok. So then we have former police officer Cooper, who's now Goblin called Monster. And but anyway, so apparently she has been able to remain some control of her psychotic transformation from the Green Goblin, and is trying to see if she can get herself fixed up. So that leads us on into issue 29.
Now this is the issue here that is pretty interesting. This is the issue where the Green Goblin, well, Spider-Man of course turns down to be his lackey. So then the Goblin, like he always does, will destroy his life. And at the same instance, he destroys his childhood home,
Yeah.
Uh,
Let's see, get to that page here.
it's a big,
We
2-page
go
spread.
through. He destroys his childhood home, the lab where he used to work, and blew up a place where they had a bunch of his inventions locked away at a police headquarters.
Yeah, all his old armor. Yeah, all his old arms and stuff like that.
Yeah, destroyed all his technology there.
Uh-huh. Exactly.
And it's another place where Spider-Man, he helped some people, and then the heart clinic where Cardiac works, he blew that up too. So he's just basically destroyed things from Otto's
past
and recent past.
Some of it, so what all the work that Octavius has done is now gone. I mean, whatever he was going to leave behind, good or bad, is now
Being
history.
destroyed, yeah.
So of course,
Green Goblin's just taking out all kinds of stuff.
and Octavius now is really mad and losing more control. So
Yeah, so it's just putting Otto over the edge even more. And then as a final thing here, he gets his old colleague, Don Lamaze. But anyway, the old colleague of Otto's and Goblin basically kills him.
Yep.
And so throughout this, well, actually, Otto inadvertently kills him.
Oh yeah,
But-
because Spider-Man gets his arms out,
Yeah,
the
his spider arms.
mechanical spider arms, and of course the Goblin has control of everything mechanical.
Yeah, the arms killed his old colleague, and so that just kind of ticks Otto off a little bit more.
Well, didn't his colleague try to save him because the arm was going to kill him?
I think you're right. If I read that right.
This is correct. This is an interesting moment here. The arm was going to kill Octavius, but his friend jumped in the way and took the hit and gave him some big speech about being good,
Yeah,
making him, not
since-
making him, yeah.
because Spider-Man saved him at one other point, and so he's basically returning the favor.
Exactly. So
And it says here, as dying words are showed me what it means to be a hero. Thank you, Spider-Man. And he dies.
whether that has any effect on Octavius as doing the right thing, we don't know. But it was it's an interesting twist there.
Yeah. Then Jameson's Spider Slayers,
Yeah.
or Goblin Slayers, or whatever he's calling them now, show up and attack Spider-Man. And Spider-Man 2099 shows up to help, but Norman, of course.
Well, he shuts them down because he helped build them. So 2099 can turn them off,
Mhm.
and then, as you were going to say, Norman shows up and turns them back on.
Yeah,
Because-
Spider-Man 2099, thinks he shut him down before anything happens, and then we see that Norman, at least his face is showing up on the spider bots here, so that's how
So-
they end that issue there. So
And everyone in Jameson's office has warned him about the Spider Slayers, and he doesn't care if this costs him anything. He doesn't really. He's over the edge as well. I mean, he's now losing it again. Someone reminded him that you promised, your wife told you not to do this anymore when she was dying, and you're still going to do it. And so everybody's losing their mind here. This has been a good run. I have to admit that this Superior Spider-Man, I'm going to be kind of sorry to see it go, but we need to get the Amazing Spider-Man back.
these are thumb up issues.
So that's it for this issue. We'll talk to you later.
All right, see ya.
Good day.
About 3 seasons or so. It's bad, bud.
Come here, Titus. What's wrong, Titus? Not getting enough lap time?
No. Titus gonna say hi. Come on, bud.